Alrighty, well that's live.
Would anybody like
bug
to
out.
join us for a little gateway to Grethor? Raise your hand. Me.
One eye will do.
Oh, Drunken Heretic is going to join us. Yay, that'll be
That-
fun. Jack, where are you, Jack? Jack. I just saw you. There you are, Jack.
Did you get my text about the question I had for you about Janeway?
Yes, I did. Now you're going to make me go back and watch that so I can tell you why I don't like her.
I don't know. I just finished the season.
Yep, that's what you were saying. So now
I think I
we're going to have.
answered it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I
I
have to
don't
go
know.
back and watch the whole thing.
You don't have to.
I kind of should. I was re-listening to Chuck Sonnenberg, SF Debris, and he went back and reviewed it and kind of changed his thoughts. And it's like, gosh darn it, let me have my prejudices and not rethink things and reevaluate data.
Well,
I'm one in the camp that thinks that Voyager had a lot of good ideas that just got messed up by studio meddling.
Yeah, and you can't have
Mhm.
87,000 writers to get a consistent story.
and time slots. They were bringing up a new channel. They were bringing up a new channel with that. So
it was
we
not as
need to
bad
have
as
someone in a.
DS9 was the
Skin-
one that got screwed up for me because it was shown in Chicago on the same channel that shows the Cubs. Which means that it was fine, except during baseball season, when, oh, no, the game's running late, or, oh, no, it's a rain delay, so we can't show the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
all
why
right.
they canceled Enterprise because of baseball.
But Babylon
Did they
5,
really?
Babylon 5 actually had a huge issues with that too. Is that sometimes the network would preempt episodes so that they could do something else, and
Wee woo.
and then go back and show that episode completely out of order. So it goes episode 1, 2, 3, and this gets preempted to show something else. So that the next week they actually show episode 5. Eventually they'll show episode 4, but not in the right order.
Yeah, the '96 Doctor Who movie had that same problem. Not only was it put up against the Dan Has a Heart Attack episode of Roseanne,
Oh, jeez.
it had I believe it was the week of the pilot episode of Third Rock from the Sun, and 3 different sports ball main events.
I still watched it. I mean, I do have my priorities.
So at one point,
Whoa.
Leonard Nimoy was set to direct,
Mm-hmm.
but he showed up for filming and, for script reading and all that, and they were pushing him to be the master.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
that's
and
not
didn't he walk?
He walked because that's
Yeah.
not what he signed up for.
Yeah, I remember reading that just recently. They're not bad dogs. They just smell that way. No. There was a rather large lightning strike not that far away and then some thunder. And there's only a few clouds out there, so that's kind of putting the dogs on alert. Yeah, but at least we can find out if the gutters work now.
That backdoor pilot had so many problems going in the background.
Yeah.
When Nimoy left, they wanted to bring in Doc Brown, what's his name?
Yeah.
They wanted to bring him in as the master.
Christopher Lloyd.
They wanted to bring Christopher Lloyd in as the master, but he was too expensive. Turns out the person they did bring in was even more expensive in the long run.
Who did they
Eric
bring?
Roberts.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Dante, if you don't need me here, I can just go sit around and look pretty someplace while you're shooting everything.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're at the shipyard side, everything already exploded.
Yeah.
The history of New Romulus.
I put a lot of money in that.
just perfectly went to the completed list. So it's not suffering from the same lack of the flag being changed on completed.
Eh.
It's just, it's a thing. It's been that way for a long time.
Lexer says they wanted Nimoy on Generations as an actor or as a director or both. I'll stay Bayside.
Well,
And they also wanted McCoy.
yeah.
Well, they got him on Generations. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just read that lately, so it could be old news to everybody else. That's why Chekhov says, "Come on, you're nurses," because they gave it to Chekhov what they were going to give McCoy.
Oh.
That's why Chekhov went ahead to sick bay.
It worked nicely with him.
Sure,
Good line. He throws it in there appropriately.
they all have to have some type of medical training, I'm sure. Starfleet.
You would think, but no, probably not.
I mean, if it's like the real military, everyone has some level of medical training just because.
Mm-hmm.
Not, like on par with a doctor. Just
Yeah. Well,
They can.
I will tell you, I worked at a hospital for years,
Like first aid.
and no,
some
that wasn't
people,
your specialty. They didn't do it.
so some people really just don't take learning that stuff seriously. But it's like you at least try to teach people.
Oh, I was working on 9/11, and we immediately were unable to get anything for blood products. So we had to collect everything on site, which is what I did. No biggie, but we couldn't get blood bags, which are specially made. But we could sterile dock empty bags and create them ourselves, no problems. So we were trying to get the admins, the president, VP, all of them, to come down and just make blood bags for us. All you have to do is press this button here, put these two things there, and that's it. No human intervention is required. Nope. Could not figure it out. So no,
the old
beyond
days of
putting a
blood
Band-Aid
jars.
on you, you don't want some people touching you.
Oh, I know. But what I was getting at with this was that it's common for the military to at least make the effort to teach people basic first aid.
My dad was a cook in the Army for the Korean War. He said, cuts and burns. That's all they had to learn. Because they're not really mending bones, but you're going to burn yourself in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basic first aid.
I mean, like, the most complicated thing I was taught by the military was how to do a, what is it called? Needle chest deconstruction.
Really?
It's
Fairly complex.
It's part of the combat lifesaver course.
Okay.
That's the one where you have to deflate the space that's pushing down on the lung.
Yeah, it's like if someone has a blockage causing their chest cavity to inflate so that their lungs can't expand properly.
Drunken Heretic correctly describes it as a sucking chest wound. That is correct.
Yes, that is.
The collapsed lung repair job.
Yeah.
Well, but, I mean, the reason why they decided to put that into the combat lifesaver thing was they were doing lists of like, okay, what were preventable injuries or fixable problems that you could have a person who's not medical personnel actually handle.
Well, yeah, it totally would if you know what you're doing. It doesn't take much.
But they have to class on it.
Yeah, I mean, you can screw it up, not as much as you think you could, but honest to God, you can if you know what you're doing, you can do it with a big pen.
Oh yeah.
It's not terribly sterile, but
that's actually part of what they explained to us is that the tools that they give you that are like these extra special tools are not actually needed to get the job done.
no,
they just make it quick and easy.
Yeah.
Relatively speaking.
I mean, ideally, you'd like to use sterile equipment, and you'd like to have a system of reservoirs with fluids so that you can create the proper vacuum to reinflate everything. But, in a pinch, it'll work.
There was this one particularly a crusty old medic who's like, "Oh yeah, those things." I once had to do one with a penknife and a big pen.
Yep. Hey, you can do a tracheotomy with a penknife and a big pen. Again, not recommended, but beats the alternative.
In an
Even on house.
But anyway, so the point I was getting at though is that like basic stuff like how to handle tailor sprays. I'm sure that pretty much everyone in Starfleet knows.
One would hope. Oh, I guess we have a storm rolling, and both dogs just walked in here. Going, Mom. We'll hide under the desk. Thank you very much. Excuse me one moment. A storm is rolling in. The wind is just rolling out there. Woo!
6 seconds.
Good news! I finally got my shield healing.
Yay! I usually go to Ruins of Doom and sit there and just let the asteroid pound on me. And tricorders provide detailed instructions. Actually, these days, the machines for doing for CPR, well, not for CPR, but for restarting your heart, and for the life of me, I can't remember what they call them.
Yeah.
AEDs.
Defibrillator.
Yeah, those things are completely automated. Basically, you open it up and it tells you where. It's a recorded voice. It says, place this thing here, place that thing there. We detect a heartbeat. Call 911. Or we do not detect a heartbeat. Please stand back. And it auto does everything. You just don't do anything. Yes, you're fine there, dear. You're fine. The scary engine stopped.
That means, Google tells us to put glue in our eggs and eat rocks because it's healthy, and the human race starts
I'm not going to trust
declining
Google.
To the point where people can't even tell time on a clock anymore.
Well,
at least the machines will keep us alive.
For why Google was doing that, though?
Sabotage.
No, they trained their AI by going through the Reddit help forum.
Yeah. And there is a active group of people going out there flooding both the Reddits and Wikipedia with incorrect information.
Oh my god.
To mess with AI training data.
But the issue with using Reddit was that you can't count on it being reliable information even before people decide to sabotage it.
True.
Yeah, that's true enough. I'm going to get the heck out of here and go lock up the house because it is storming like crazy all of a sudden. Girls are terrified. And somebody else said they were going to go start a show.
Oh, yeah, I'm up. I actually streamed that entire TFO.
Oh, cool. Well, we're going to jump over there. So we're going to go raid Mar Hawkman. And Lexers is going out to buy us all ice cream, which would be amazing, Lexers. We thank you so much. And for everyone who joined us tonight, thank you for joining us. That was amazing. It was a great run through on a fun new mission and a fun new TFO. I'm going to be on once I deal with the doggies. Well, I'm going to be in game, but not on. So, are you ready over there for us to go raid you?
I just fly here. What the hell?
You just get here and we change. Right. That's because we hate you.
Oh.
No, we love you. We don't hate you. It's what I was telling somebody today when their computer kept dying. It's like, why is this happening? Because it hates you. Okay, I can live with that one. Mar Hawkman, what's your name?
Mar Hawkman.
Oh, fine. Make it difficult. There we go. All right, we're going to go raid Mar Hawkman, everybody. Because there's only one person watching him right now, so let's go give him the old whatever we do to them. Have a great evening. Thank you all so much for being here. You guys are amazing, and I might be on tomorrow, might not be on tomorrow. Depends on if that project about the guy who has the computer that hates him gets done tomorrow. Who knows? Anyway, Mar Hawkman, have a great show. Everybody else, thank you for being here, and special thanks to Avatar of Win and to Tumor Boy for joining us today. Love you guys. And we are out of there. It is all yours, Mar Hawkman.
Alrighty. Well, now to go play the stories.
Okay. Dante, you want me to pull you into the private room and we can chat?
Sure.
I think I'll just get off Discord.
All right, give me a sec here.
Ooh.
All right.
Alrighty then. Well, time to go play the new story. Oh yeah, also this banner kind of intrigues me. Might as well talk about that. Because you see, this here has logos that apparently depict the Borg that we know or have known for years. Hey, Avatar Gwen, nice to see you. This depicts the Borg as we know them from the Prime universe, or Star Trek Online's version of it, anyways. This is the red Borg that we fight when we have like the Borg King and that stuff from that universe. This is the new Borg, apparently, which is a third version of Borg from a different universe. Sounds fun. And here we have a picture of the mission. Oh yeah, I already have it. Oh, you know what? I should leave the team if I'm not actually playing. Cancel. Exit team. Oh, also, I should switch the difficulty back because I just realized that I forgot to do that. Just do this up. Oh yeah, I'm actually right next to it. Oh, Shadow Demon vibes. Well, I mean, that one picture they put in the blog about this made the Borg look like almost like ninjas sneaking out of the fog. That was actually one of the things that really caught my attention earlier. Why did it fly to here? Isn't the start point of the mission? Whatever. Then again, maybe that's supposed to be the start point of the mission. Yeah, that tracks. Yep. Looks kind of sort of like they have the mask energy signature visual glued to all of them. There we are. Wait, no, that's not it. No, not that one. In progress. Ice discovery, Cold War, Delta Quadrant, Dyson, Endeavors, Exploration, Future-Proof, Gamma, Iconian, Massive War, Mirror Discovery, Mirror Universe Invasion, Neutral Zone, New Frontier, Nimbus, Ice Discovery, Romulus Fun. Okay, seriously, which of them is it? Okay, situation under control. Oh, okay, so it actually was supposed to fly me to the gateway thing here. It just, like, got it slightly wrong or something. Okay, then. Hey, Drunk. Oh, my mic is too quiet for you? I don't know what's up with this mic. Sometimes it's erratic in how loud it picks up my voice. I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with it.
to the Juret system and its Iconian gateway. Yes, the Etherians requested my assistance on this operation, considering my
You know,
experience
the
in the
fan discussion
I
of this
suspect you are
is
here
that
for
the
similar
Etherians
reasons, my friend.
probably corrupted her somehow, thus she's under Etherian control, and that's why they requested her, is because she's a shadow agent.
I'm coordinating the efforts to modify the gateway with our Ethereum
Which, of course, makes her
counterparts.
the
If
perfect
successful, the
intermediary.
gateway will function as a trans-dimensional... I wonder, did the Iconians ever do what we're about to do?
You know, that is actually an interesting question. Iconian technology does a wide variety of strange things. Current frequency, needed frequency is okay. I'm guessing it actually wants me to set this to 98. Okay, this is a neat visual thing for the because this is actually the same frequency attenuation thing from the old gamma stuff from the 4800 Jim Hadar featured episode. Just it has a cool visual thing stuck on it. Yeah, maybe a little of both.
There's a signal coming through the gateway. Audio only in... Of the Iconian Alliance. Our biosphere is under attack by Borg forces. We request... Indeed it does. Unfortunately, there is a problem. Once activated, the trans-dimensional conduit must remain open to serve as an anchor. Any space-worthy vessel will be able to use it. Friend, a single vessel should remain on station here to monitor the gateway and, if necessary, close it to prevent... I would like to speak with you...
Thank you for coming. I know it was a strange request, but I wanted to say this in person. My recent encounters with the Borg have taken their toll, I'm afraid. Should we go into battle with Borg forces?
That was a
May
fun
not be a reliable
jump
ally.
cut.
Therefore, I shall remain here on Overwatch. I realize the impact this could have on the mission, and I hope you understand.
Is it PTSD or is it simply imitating
Admiral,
PTSD?
the Etherian commander is requesting permission to beam aboard.
Permission granted.
Also, that transporter animation.
Cordial greetings.
Interesting.
I am Leader Grendat Bex of the Starship Unit. I look forward to working with officers of your caliber.
Thank you. Though I will not be
Noteworthy
joining
is that this guy has a
I
different
understand. Having a vessel on
decoration
station
on his
to
back
guard
than the other one
gateway
did.
is logical. I have the utmost confidence in this group. After all, through harmony, we are secure.
Yes. And through unity, we are strong.
Quite so, Admiral.
Then
This
I won't keep
reminds
you any
me
longer.
of that thing
Safe
from
journey to all.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Where people would ask Coulson how his vacation in Tahiti went. Alrighty.
Enter the gateway when you are ready.
That was interesting because it plays the cutscene without doing a map change. And it shows your ground character. Although the only variable aspect of that is your ground character. This is the shadow shield you're talking about. Yeah, okay.
Unidentified vessel.
Pilar.
Magistrate Pilar of the Iconian Alliance. Federation.
I think I recognize that name.
Borg fleet ahead. We have work to do.
This is interesting because this map here looks like one of the Dyson maps, except this is not inside a sphere. This actually has a proper sky, and the horizon curves down, not up. Neato. It's obviously the same architecture style, though. Has the same technique of putting those giant wall things on the ground to limit or cordon off things.
Mayday!
So I guess the idea here is that this is Iconia, and that the Dyson spheres were built to follow Iconian design aesthetics.
We just need to hold the line until the cavalry arrives.
Ah, wait, no, this is Planet Juret. Oh, I think that's what this is supposed to be. I'm not actually sure I did a proper map transition. So it just occurred to me, it says Juret System. Yeah, guys, the trade on the Beverly Crusher bridge officer is ridiculous. Yes, I know. I renamed her to Dr. Pulaski because that now this is fun. You see, you have the Iconian ships doing their Iconian ship powers as an ally. It actually looks and feels different.
I wish to meet with you to discuss further cooperation. Then it is agreed. Go to the following coordinates and
Okay, so I can see where the map geometry ends right over there. Okay, so there's the green beacony thing, which does weird things. I'm going to fly around a little bit just to take a look at this. Because there's like several assets that are obviously reused from the Dyson maps, and I want to look and see how things are different. See, because like I remember with the Dyson map, all these glowy bits would have been purple. Same rumbling noise though. Yeah, I think these are purple in the Selene Dyson map. Ooh, here's an interesting asset. Really? You're following me over to here? Why? Whatever. Anyways. Yeah, I remember these from the Foundry. One of my personal favorite things for using when building star bases in space maps. But this is a variation that is made to look like an Iconian construction facility, I guess. Aesthetically, it the shaping of it is the same, but the coloration of it makes it fit with the Iconian stuff. And I see a freighter down there, so I am got to check that out. Oh, shut up. Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't... I said shut up. This is not the same as any of the freighters I've seen before. Or maybe I just haven't taken enough of a close look at the large ones. Interesting. The way the boxes are connected together feels different than I'm remembering these being. Okay, so that's the Unity. Is this a... That's just a map geometry object. It's not actually a NPC. Ah, that's why my camera's doing that weird thing. It's that it's the camera's panning to avoid the map geometry. Okay. Let's see what this thing over here is. Outside the invisiwall. Okay. Here's some more freighters over here. Again, invisiwall though. Shut up. Here we have one of those freighters in this construction yard. This is kind of cool. The aesthetic on these is just subtly different. This is actually very similar to the aesthetic that your ship gets if you equip the old Brilliant Dielectric Oscillation Shield to it. Actually, you know, one thing I really want to take a look at. What is the top of this disc? See, these round disc things have biosphere stuff on top of them, like elevated floating gardens or something like that. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh yeah, that is cool. Aesthetically, it's about the same, except things are like recolored a little bit. Just a little. Anyway, let's see what else there is I want to look at before we... So yeah, the cargo freighters are interesting. The rest of this stuff just looks like recolors of things that you would find in the Dyson Space Battle Zone. Maybe like the props are a little differently shaped. I don't remember having that exact shape of spindly antenna looking thing. Also, that feels different somehow. I'm not... Oh, right, of course. The Space Battle Zone has purple lines, just like squiggling around the surface on this. It's this is more like a bone white color without any of the purple lines squiggling across it. Alrighty then.
Combat with Borg forces will be inevitable. Since we have not worked together before, you should be aware of my capabilities in battle.
Okay, so it's obvious that these are props that are new. And also, those are Iconians, not heralds. Those are actually Iconians. Tailor and Betran. Betran, like the Betran Nebula. Okay. I don't remember what all of the 9 Foundry-only Iconian names were. I could probably look it up on the internet, though. But, yeah, there's 9 names for the other Iconian characters in the story arc. This is interesting because certain aesthetics of this look similar to the Ground War Zone. However, this does not look like the past Iconia map in much regards. This is, I mean, it has certain aesthetic features like this thingy here, but this looks a lot more like the Dyson Ground map than Iconia map. And that is that Borg Infector nightmare thingy that you can see if you go to Defera or that one Federation tutorial mission. All right, let's see what he says about himself. Do. Okay, so he's a partially controllable NPC ally. Interesting. I'm not sure I'm going to bother with that, but it's...
Greetings. I am Bolian. With me is Security Commander Petran. Welcome to the last bastion of the Iconian Alliance.
Oh, that sounds
The enemy is assaulting that which is most precious to us, our world heart. We ask you, then let your forces join this
Okay,
way.
so this is very similar to the plot from that one story thingy. I, for story reasons, have reason to not do this, but for I feel like screwing around reasons, well, you know that. What is that visual distortion effect? The ground looks like it's rippling when I move towards it. Silly bridge officer's getting stuck on an invisible wall. Alright, so the Iconian guy is over here following me. And the Etherian guy is also over here. The other Iconian is waiting for me to follow her. Yeah, see, this is the same texture pattern that the Selene Dyson sphere has. It's just that the Selene Dyson sphere, all of these curved lines crisscrossing the surface are purple. And the Selene Dyson sphere doesn't have these tall cylinders with patchy stuff on the sides of them. Let's go look over here and see what these things are. They're behind an invisible wall. Okay, that structure is something you will not see in the Selene Dyson sphere. So, okay, that's 2 or 3 structures then. Ooh, nice. Part of the sky file, you have one of those giant things that I flew past looming in the sky. Okay, let's see here.
Those heralds are in danger.
Quick, we must rescue them.
Okay, so if my read on this is correct, these two Iconians that I'm hanging out with at the moment are basically the only ones left.
These Borg seem to be based on magnetized nanomachines. Extreme heat may reduce their effectiveness.
The enemy has never made it this far before. I am greatly concerned.
The Borg are quite tenacious foes. It will take a lot to defeat them. Curious. These Borg are quite unlike any others I have encountered. It seems most of their cybernetic enhancements are
Well,
internal.
yes, nanotech
Some transferring
cybernetics.
all of the data
To be quite honest, that's actually a thing that I've seen in non-Star Trek fiction for cybernetics used rather extensively. All right, so obvious thing here is I'm not allowed to go that way. Those things are unclimbable, and maybe if I used bioessence transfer, I might be able to hop onto a ledge. And this character doesn't have bioessence transfer. This is interesting, though. What is this goop? The camera refuses to go below the surface of the water. If this is water. Stuff is weirdly cloudy. I don't like it. Other than that, though. Yeah, that is very weird looking. Part of me thinks it's just reflecting this blindingly glowing sky, but I'm not sure. Ooh, can I jump over this? To some extent, yes. Oh. Those are an interesting shape. Yeah, that's definitely a prop that's not on the Dyson ground map. It's weird that we have the fungus things growing on top of these things. It's like, wouldn't really make sense for plants to be growing on top of a machine like that. And again, why do we have so many of those fungus things in the first place? No idea. It died. Poor Borg. So, yeah, this is very similar to a Borg console that you will see in one of the other story missions, just recolored. Well, okay, perhaps there's a little more to it than recoloring. I don't remember the other ones having these round blue orbs on the top. I wonder what's over here. Oh yeah, this is the same thing I climbed up onto before. Only just a little bit of the edge though. And invisible. Whatever. Oh, so this is proximity based. Okay, that's cool. Alright, let's take a close look at this strong merchandise. Yeah, this looks like the control stuff is like speared all over her face.
Do not remain stationary for long. It leaves you open to enemy attack.
How does he know that? Now I want to get out the flaily bubble kit module. So, or that
So much has been lost.
future
So many lives
attack
destroyed.
phaser rifle
The
that
Concordia was
creates a
decimated
bubble
by
to
Borg
trap
for
an enemy
many
for several
cycles.
seconds.
We know the
Then I
price
could like
of freedom.
immobilize one of them so I can look at them. This is an interesting hole. Ooh, yeah, so much looking down. How many miles is that, I wonder? Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Got acrophobia? Nope. Okay then. Oh look, one of the heralds got shot. Now, one thing that I'm noticing here, heralds look very different than humans, and all of the Borg I've seen so far look like humans. Oh hey look, I have a ground shield healing thing. You, go heal his shield. Oh wow, that was a lot of shield healing. Didn't count. Son of a... Maybe that's why I was failing in my shield healing attempt. They look frozen. They don't look agile.
The chamber of the world heart is not far now.
So, which of these is the chamber of the world product? You know, it occurs to me that some of these structures look kind of sort of like mushrooms. Yeah, like the buildings were designed to look like mushrooms. Here's that big old Borg dingus that landed here. Noteworthy is that one of these spires apparently fell over and bonked it. Wonder if the Borg are actually using that as a bridge. I mean, knowing the Borg, they at least have that option. Yeah, the nanite tentacle thingies. They're interesting. I could totally see them as a summon, kind of like the way that they did the kit module for summoning the Herc bugs. See, part of me wants to try climbing onto that. I'm already formulating a plan in my mind that I would need to use bioessence transfer for, but you could use bioessence transfer to jump on top of this thing here, and then maybe use it to jump from there to this, because this structure looks like it might have ledges on the outside of it. If you could jump onto a ledge here, you wouldn't need to jump all the way on top. And then if you jump onto a ledge, then you know, you're like halfway to the top. It is interesting to note here, though, it's like this, I don't really see where this fell from, although we see this giant smoking mess. Oh, wait, maybe it's like the top part of this structure here. Like this has like a broken piece missing off the top of it. Huh. Let me take a different look. Oh, hey, there's loot over here to pick up. Ooh, a rippleberry. Now, voided rippleberries are actually something that at least one of my characters has the ability to replicate. Keyword 1. Why? Because you need a vortex shaft. Oh, no, wait, no. That doesn't look broken. I don't know. again, those look like funguses. Now, one thing that occurs to me here is that some of these structures I'm seeing here don't actually look like they go all the way to the ground. That looks like it could be broken. I don't know. Actually, yeah, it's like some of these structures aren't actually all that tall. Some of them are. That one, I guess, is just not one of the tall ones. This thing here has that little side swirl thing, so this is definitely a really big, tall one. But yeah, like see how this side swirl thing on here. Where did this fall from? Yeah, this looks very similar to the stuff we see in the Selene Dyson sphere. Again, looks like a fungus. You know what? That is actually significantly different, because we do have something vaguely like this in the Dyson ground battle zone, but it doesn't have a glowing orb floating above it. Well, you know, we actually do have some pets in the game that do have the ability to grab enemies already. So, summoning tentacles to have the tentacles fondle your enemies is a thing they could totally do. So, that over there looks a lot like the jungly part of the Dyson Ground Battle Zone. Can't see it in enough detail to get a good feel for how it is, though. And these we absolutely have in the Dyson thing, except that they're not this bronze color.
Continue inside and speak with Lamirin.
Actually, more like copper. Lamirin. Now that's a name everyone should recognize.
Last. Incredible.
Why do the Ethereans want to steal the world heart? Alright, so here we have two heralds who are assisting Lamirin. Alternate universe Dyson Sphere. Okay. Now, anyone who knows the Star Trek Online story in intense detail will immediately notice something off about Lamirin. This is not how Lamirin looks in the Star Trek Online story. Because this version of Lamirin actually has feet. The version of Lamirin in the main Star Trek Online story does not have feet. Because Sela shot her and shot off her feet, apparently, and they got replaced with this weird spiky thing that lets her float around. Also, these are the Iconian forms in their original fleshy look, and not the weird techno organic or tech whatever that they get turned into. And this is very similar to the costume that players can use to customize a character to look like Iconia. Obviously, we don't have the head or those spiky things to attach to our faces. I don't think we do. I should double check that. Anyways, yeah, the aesthetics of this room, similar to Selene stuff, but colored very differently. And this glowy thing over here, again, the aesthetics are shaped similarly, but not the same color. And, whatever the heck that is, that's actually a new asset. Ooh, and here we have battle damage. I actually noticed that earlier. Matriarch? In the main version, Tiket had that role. Wait, no, not Tiket. Imtara. Yeah. Hasn't been genetically modified into an Elder Torah. That's one way to put it, I suppose. Yeah, because, if this is Lemirin was supposedly like the science person, and Imtara was more like a civilian administrator, but, like the overall leader person, not the file clerk. Someone who had actually had like a serious leadership role. Tiket was just the military person who did stuff if needed.
The enemy strives to seize control of the world. I have held their efforts at bay. Use the nearby console to join me in the defense effort.
I will assist at this console.
Sure. The Ethereum guy's here to steal your world heart. Oh. Why are we doing a circuit cutter?
A superior effort. Together, we have repulsed the latest intrusion. Lead engineer Corinne is under siege nearby. She is attempting to translocate reinforcements to her position, but the enemy coordinates transmitted.
The world heart appears to be both a database and a power source. The Iconians must rely on it heavily. We must not let the Borg take control of it.
Yeah, the Ethereum guy is coming across as highly untrustworthy. Highly. Okay, so let's look at this here. This is, in many ways, very similar. Oh, hey, according to this, there's actually 3 of those Borg things on the ground. Interesting. This looks like the city part of the Dyson ground map. This looks like the outskirts part of the Dyson ground map. This looks like the, I forget what it's called. What do you call it? The jungle. That's not the official name. And that thing we just came out of looks a lot like the main hub area, except with completely different decorations. So, where were we before? I think we were over here. Yeah, I think we came... No, actually, we came in from this here. Yeah, this is where that one fight was. We walk over here, shoot some more guys here, and walk in through this door, I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, because, here, you can see on the map, this is that fallen over spire I was looking at. And this, I guess, would be that Borg assimilator pod that I mentioned earlier. Okay. Didn't see this one over here. And I just wasn't looking in this general direction. Oh, wait, no, that's right. This is the direction that big cloud of smoke was in. Yeah, this is the area that was smoking. And... yeah. So, this is the area we could see looking across the gap. There. This is very similar geometry. It's not exactly the same in how it's decorated. The details of the terrain are different. Like, those are pyramids. The ground battle zone doesn't have pyramids in it.
forces are ahead. Prepare for combat.
No, I don't want to combat things. I'm just going to kill them. Dum 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 dum. Let's see what we got over here. See, these are the same weird sort of alien trees and giant ferns that we have in the Dyson Ground Zone. These pyramids, though, that is something new. Ah, I get it. These are Borg tech. That's why they look different. And of course, this black puddle of ooze here is a control nanite swarm. Oh, they did. That is cool. Yeah, the controlled nanite swarm is actually covering this part of this plant here. Neato. What do my bridge officers doing, anyways? What did I just do? Oh, I triggered a cutscene. Oh no, it's an assimilator with a giant glowing cloud around it.
Sheila, Enterprise. We picked you up on sensors.
It's amusing that she beams in directly in front of my bridge
It was my
officer.
understanding that the cavalry arrived on horseback, Captain.
It's the 25th century, friend. We've upgraded. Right. The Iconians are in trouble. How can we help?
Interesting look for Sheila. So, let's take a close look at our new friends. Ensign A. Lil is an Andorian. Hey, we have Lieutenant Gecko. Okay. Ensign Onis. Dennis. Really? Dennis, as in Denise Crosby. And Ensign to Will. Okay. A Vulcan with 8 o'clock shadow. Sure, why not? What is wrong with her hair? That just... something about that looks wrong. Okay, I'm going to stare at them. This definitely looks like they modeled her on how Denise Crosby looks now versus how she did when she was in TNG. Okay, so this is supposed to be a Bajoran. Huh. No, of course they don't have bios. Why would they have bios? I don't remember the Bajoran earring options having a 6-pointed whatever as one of the... That looks almost like a Breen faction logo as her earring. Well, one of the things that I mentioned when we were discussing the weirdness of this alternate time is that one thing that happens in the Prime universe, like the actual TNG, hey, this is a Borg console. Guess I'm supposed to be here. Is that the single most defining part of Sela's life was when Tasha died. Well, Tasha died because she was trying to abandon her husband and take Sela with her to Federation space. Okay, I should definitely not jump off that, especially since my bridge officers are scared to come over here. Alrighty then. You know what? It's not entirely possible I can walk around the backside of this building. Nope, that's an invisible wall. So presumably there's an invisible wall preventing me from jumping off the rock. Presumably. So yeah, this is Borg junk. Infusing the ground with control nanites. So that is why we do not have pyramid thingies like this in the Dyson Ground Battle Zone, because they're not part of the Dyson Ground Battle Zone at all. Okay then. Okay, enough staring at things.
This has been a day of surprises. The last time I saw you, your vessel was burning near the wormhole at the Battle of Bejor. How did you manage
What is
to
she
survive?
talking about? We don't know. The fact that we don't know and she just like casually drops us out there raises so many questions. We may or may not get answers to. Hey, you know what? It's a great way to start out an alternate universe story. It's like, oh hey, remember this thing that didn't actually happen? Wait, what?
Ah, I see. That would explain a few things, such as the unusual looks you've been giving me since I arrived. I take it the Sela you know is... We'll have time to compare dimensions later. Right now, the World Heart needs protection.
She actually calls them Control Borg.
Are doing everything in their power to steal it from the Iconians. I take it Control and the Borg haven't assimilated most of the 4 quadrants where you're from. Control is a rogue security AI created by Starfleet a long time ago. It decided the best way to deal with the Borg was to lead them.
Verulier.
And we've been fighting a losing battle against those Verulier ever since.
Verulier.
Those of us lucky enough to escape joined the Iconian Alliance. Well, let's hope it's enough. Keeping the World Heart out of their hands is...
Please return to me. I need your help badly.
Yeah.
This is Captain Sela. We're on our way, Matriarch.
Shocked. No,
Damn!
not.
That's a lot of Borg.
We must dispatch these Borg quickly. The Matriarch needs our help.
They died. Hey, that was a blue item drop. Oh. Yeah, this is unnormal. So this is horribly easy. But hey, you know. Hey, I actually have shield healing getting done now. Good.
The World Heart's been compromised. We're in trouble.
What?
I'll do what I can for this cause.
Each attempt, they get closer to overrun the defender Taket is leading.
If I know the Borg, and I do,
Taket.
we're in for the fight of our lives. They're relentless, but they aren't invincible. We can still win this.
Yeah, this is very much like the central
The Iconians
area on the
are
ground
powerful,
battle zone.
but even they might fall to the Borg.
That's a new option. Okay, so this thing in the middle is Borg. Obviously. That is not Borg. Oh wow, that big square thing. That's a Borg cube in the sky. Okay. Alright, muck with Borg console. Sure, why not? This is interesting, because this actually looks like it's a retractable design. Oh. People are fighting things. I don't like that. Anyways, back to staring at scenery. So, ooh, that's an interesting design for the lower part of that structure over there. Oh, hey, look, there's the root of that fallen over part, I guess. Aww, that is weird. Kind of like fell through at the world. Interesting force field design. This is control Borg force field, isn't it? Why are the control Borg locking off access here? What if the black stuff on the ground there is supposed to be Borg contamination? I noticed that when I first started looking at the ground on this, and noticed it was so dark. It's like, is that supposed to look like it's that dark? If so, what does it mean? Because that's not what you would think of as normally as a ground texture. Yeah, you can see it's not like everywhere, but it's a lot of places.
Over here.
That's Borg junk. That's very, very in the scenery. It's definitely Borg junk though. The stuff looks broken. Oh, I ran into one of the Borg console. Siken. Oh my. I can't target the one that's sitting down.
They told us you were coming. Not at the moment. Give me more time. I sense more of the enemy. They are coming. Please protect us.
Is that supposed to look see-through? Because it looks see-through. Oh wait, there. I have to just hadn't finished loading or something.
Incoming! Be ready to remodulate your weapons!
No. Those drones look very human. Let's take a really close look at this guy here. So he has nanite tendrils popping out of his hands to form blades.
Enemy reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, right. The set bonus for my pistol sometimes creates a ice projectile to damage enemies. But since it's technically not a weapon attack, assimilation doesn't apply to it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the shield healing ground is because I have 2 bridge officers with shield generators. I don't think my captain is getting any shield. Okay, seriously, the tentacle swarms are annoying.
Keep it up. We can do this.
Yeah, I'm not really taking this seriously enough. If this was advanced or elite, this would actually be a problem. Oh no! Then this got knocked down. Okay, manually targeting these things seems to be the only way I can actually target my ice patches properly. Is tab targeting them takes too slow.
You fight well. I am honored to meet you. I sense more enemy forces approaching the world. This pleases me.
This way, apparently? This is one of those things where I'm like, okay, so why aren't we blowing up wherever the enemies are coming from? It feels like we got lured away so that they could... Talk to Lemirin again. Alright, what before has a
Cover this entrance.
I offered you a but I know
That's the 7 of
you
9
know
bodysuit.
me too well. Mother. Still a Latvian Federation, I see. Tragic. And you're the perfect fool. All you do is look, system after system, the queen of thieves, and your reign ends.
Ha! I was right. That is the control Borg shield effect.
Long live the queen. It's not working. She's blocking our fire.
Oh look, more tentacles.
Gnawing at your very core. That's the realization of utility in resistance.
Do it! Now!
Not so futile after all.
Wait, she shot the core? What?
You don't blame me. Ultimately, struggle is goodbye.
Destroying the core? That, seems like a very bad thing. Like we failed in ways that are, indescribable. I mean, I suppose it's, less bad than if, the control Borg, led by Tasha, had gotten it. But, you know, less bad. Oh, I was thinking that sound might have been like a crackling noise. No, it's just the period on Pet wandering around.
I had no choice. I couldn't allow the Borg to assimilate the world heart. Destruction.
The enemy was about to take the world heart. You were in the right, Captain. Though the loss is devastating, we will fight to our last breath to stop the Borg. So vows to Kent of Iconia.
There's still a Borg fleet to deal with. As long as that's the case, they can keep sending drones here until their victory is
You know,
inevitable.
this is one of the things that always
We need
makes
to
me
get back to our
ponder.
ships
It's like,
now.
why would the Iconians have a single central database that can be blown up like that to cripple their civilization?
We'll have to evac by shuttle.
Well, there's Lemirin, staring at the computer console, trying to figure out what to do now. Here is Taket. The visual effect looks weird. Well, it wants me to go this way. I guess we'll just go this way. Saken is still here and not shot to death yet. Good, good. Also not assimilated yet.
There. That platform will make a good landing site for a shuttle.
Sure. Didn't I kill the Borg that were here last time? Okay, so I killed the control Borg, drops the field, and yeah, my icy thing is still reflecting off the field that's not here anymore. Sure, why not? Okay, so here we have the underside of the Borg mushroom. These barriers are actually something that's reminiscent of something you see in the ground battle zone, but it's a different aesthetic. And it's only similar in terms of the basic purpose. Let's see what we have over here. Alright, so the underside of the Borg mushroom. Here's some tentacle thingies dangling down from the Borg mushroom. This really makes it look like the Borg mushroom is so large it's actually touching the surface of the planet. Okay, that's obviously a body of water, but with whatever control moving it. And again, here's another one that the spires have tipped over. Obviously, this spire got knocked over because the Borg mushroom landed and it was in the way. And here we have a sky file that shows a whole bunch of these spire things as a giant 2D matte painting sort of object for us to look at in the background. Alrighty then. What be that? I guess that's just another one of the weird Iconian buildings. Interesting design with the pipes on this. Kind of different from how Iconian stuff usually looks.
We're almost there. Head up that ramp.
Burrell. Okay. Burrell apparently has a simulation nanite. Okay, well, that's the same landscape or underside of the pyramid thingy. Let's see what we've got over here. Well, there's a spire or two over there to look at, but not much. More water. One thing about this just looks weird. Actually, that's an aesthetic choice I just realized that you don't have in the Dyson Ground Battle Zone. It's like these dark edges on the platforms. Those aren't dark in the Dyson Ground Battle Zone. And I don't know what's up with this. That just looks solid black. Yeah, certain parts of this actually just look solid black on my screen. Not like dark metal, but just like black. Alrighty.
Set up a locator beacon ahead.
Yeah. Also, that's a thing I noticed earlier but didn't comment on, is that the color of this ground here looks like it's supposed to imitate stone, like granite or something. Which is not something you see in the Dyson Battle Zone. Oh my! That's an adequate quantity of targets. Okay, the fact that one of my bridge officers got knocked down is a problem I don't like. And I need it. Where's the bell? Oh. That's why I only got one. Yeah, the other one's not in the same area.
That beast seems stronger than the rest. Battle wisely.
Nanite mound. Yeah, that sounds comforting. Fortunately.
The shuttle's almost here.
Ooh, a green loot item. Okay, yeah, salvage craft.
We're in business. The shuttle will be here momentarily.
All right, well, there. Yeah, that was the only loot. Huh. Yeah, let's go. Oh, that was boring. Anyway, on with this. Alrighty. Actually, you know what? I have not done yet, because I didn't look over here. That looks familiar. Those look similar to several things we saw already, but, you know, we didn't actually get up close to the first one. And this is a structure I don't remember seeing before. It's like it's a bridge connecting two of the towers so that you can walk directly between them. Alrighty then. Well,
we're in business. The shuttle will be here
now to see what for horror awaits us in the cutscene. Yeah, I killed those guys already. Why are they in the cutscene? Hey, look. It's totally assimilated already. Yeah, that's not the gun I'm actually using. Yeah, at least one of those may be an actual gun that's my character's using.
Look! The puddles! They're merging! Elements, preserve us!
Run! Get to the shuttle!
Aren't you coming?
That thing will tear the shuttle apart if someone doesn't keep it busy. That task falls to me. You know I'm right.
Do I, though?
Right. Good luck.
The idea here, obviously, is that he's supposed to look like he's sacrificing. The thing here, though, is that this also kind of makes me wonder, it's like, what the heck is he doing to it? Because that's an absurdly powerful ability, and I don't think he's just holding it off. The poor tentacle. I don't know what for horrors were inflicted upon the
Destruction of the
tentacle.
world of heart was a setback, but the minds who created it live on. With their assimilation, all that they know, we shall know. I shall know.
Yeah, that very, you know, control Borg aesthetic. Yeah, that works.
Is it arrogance when speaking from a superior position? I think not. This ends today, once and for all.
Alrighty then. Time to get on with it. Yeah, see, the control board don't do that self-destruction technique. I know they have to. Hmm. This is one of those things you're like, okay, so why are the enemies standing in line waiting to get killed? Wouldn't you think they would, do something? I guess the idea is that...
Your shield bolster my fleet. Your crew, my throne. You haven't won yet, Mother. I've won harder battles than this. You're going to need a bigger fleet than that, dog.
Did someone call for reinforcements?
Nope, we did not call you at all.
We're here to help. My reservation means that. Let's under attack.
Fake fuses. Oh, only a million. Barely even noticing.
It's over. For now, at least. The loss of their queen will slow them down for a while, but they'll be back.
USS Cryptia? Okay. Interesting. You think she's actually dead, though? Nah, lol.
We'll be waiting for any help you can provide. Until then, we'll keep up the good fight. The Iconian alliance isn't...
There was a time when Iconia had no world heart, where we relied on our own hearts, hands, and minds.
I still don't understand why the world heart would be a singular entity like that.
Perhaps we shall find hope for the future. I look forward to that bright future, one without the threat.
Giving the order to cross through the gateway was a challenge. But I could not stand idly by while others were risking
Sure.
their lives to defeat. Thank you. I am going to take Captain Dax up on her offer.
Hey, Pax, how are you
I think
doing?
it's time to face my demons head on, so to speak. For now, however,
I mean, the whole
believe we
third
should
Borg
return to our
dynasty
universe
joke.
and update our superiors on the events
It
of
is
the war.
actually hinted that this is a new version of the Borg. It doesn't specifically say the thirds, but, you know, hey. So I'm thinking I could actually, in theory, turn this in. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay.
The loss of Grendat Bex, while tragic, was not in vain. His sacrifice, along with your efforts, will keep the Borg of that universe from achieving total supremacy. The battle for the Iconian Alliance is not over yet. Now that we know more about the conflict, we can send reinforcements to assist our allies in their struggle against their terrible enemy.
So he was expendable. Okay.
A battle we once thought to be over may be just beginning. We must increase our efforts to thwart the Borg wherever they may strike. Through harmony,
yeah, they're trying to take over the
Through
entire
unity,
multiverse.
We are strong.
Lovely.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Oh boy. Yep. Yep. Nope. That only scares me a lot. Alrighty then. Now to fly through the gateway so we can find out what her cutscene we trigger. Oh, okay. That. Less interesting than I was expecting. Alright. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, feel better. So, this is the actual mission. Oh, it's a non-combat pad. Really? The story mission reward is a non-combat pet? That's unique. So what happens if you replay the story? I have so many questions now. Also, I really shouldn't have turned that in because it wasn't time yet. Also, it's not showing me the timer for the daily. Okay.
I come to you today with ill tidings. We have detected another Borg incursion taking place in an
on a
alternate
replay,
dimension.
it gives you an option of having
Before committing to a
anti-proton
full
dual
operation
beam.
there, we want to learn more. To that end, I have dispatched the Etherian starship Unity to the Juret system. The crew will
This
attempt
appears
to
to be a
modify the
standard
Iconian gateway to serve as a
anti-proton
trans-dimensional
dual
portal.
beam bank like you could
If
craft.
successful, a small fleet will travel to the other dimension and conduct a reconnaissance operation. Alliance.
Oh yeah, Burrell in Zone Chat made an interesting point. Having that scene where she hallucinates you as a Borg would be kind of odd if you play that with a character who actually is a Borg. Oh, I have to go try that now. Okay, I could go with 7 of 13, but I think it'll be more funny if I do it on Imani. Probably not in that outfit. Long. Oh, yeah. Okay, roster. I don't actually have room for him on my roster. Oh yes, this should do wonders for that cutscene. All right, let's go.
I come to you today with ill tidings.
Yeah. I wonder just how badly this will break the cutscene. And anyways, I am recording this for posterity.
Welcome to the Juret system and its Iconia. Yes, I'm called. I wonder, did the Iconians ever do what we're about to do?
Yeah, who cares? The fact that that gets brought up is presumably highly important.
There's a signal coming of the icon. Indeed, it's unfortunate. One sec. A single. I would like to speak.
Oh yes. So let's watch.
Thank you for coming. I know it was a strange request, but I wanted to say this in person.
Okay, that post
My
clips
recent
weirdly. encounters
with the Borg have taken their toll.
I mean, this is one of those things where my character is very, very obviously Borg. So obviously Borg. Oh look, slightly differently Borg. Very slightly differently Borg.
I may not be a reliable ally. Therefore, I shall remain here on Overwatch. I realize the impact this could have on the mission, and I hope you understand.
Admiral, the Ectherian commander is requesting permission to beam aboard.
Permission granted.
Cordial greetings. I am Leader Grendat Bex of the Starship Unit. I look forward to working with officers of your caliber.
I'm not actually going to do a full replay of this. I just wanted to see what that cutscene would look like in that Borg costume I have with this character. Yeah. I'm going to make a clip of my own live stream to record this. Gotta find just the right spot. So, one thing I've noticed aesthetically about the Control Borg is that they don't have things like big eye implants. They have that mesh of stuff covering the face. All right, publishing the clip. Anyways. Yeah. Well, playing that took longer than I thought it would. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to go someplace that I can do a tailor. You know what? Probably not. As I see, there are certain very obvious, specific things with this transformation they did for the cutscene. So let's go to the tailor and figure out what I can do. All right, so this is the Borg costume that I've been using. Let's see here. So many options. Like, seriously, it doesn't even give you the 7 of 9 hand piece for this. Blah. But yeah, it's like it was overlaying the new Borg cybernetic junk. Prototype faces. Hey, this one actually has a metal eyeball. Most of them don't. Hey, what's this last one on here? Ooh. The really, really extra stupid looking one. One that has like a radar dish stuck to your head. Blah. But yeah, I did actually figure out that if you go over here, the head part of the new Borg stuff is actually usable. Really, that's a head covering option? I guess it's technically a hood. Yeah, no. Okay, so, head attach tech. Yeah, see? It puts the mirror Borg stuff in here, which you can actually mix. And here, this is the same head attach item that I see on the character in the cutscene. And it does replace that one metal plate that I currently have on my face. Yeah, this metal plate here. That gets replaced by This one. So, that is a thing that's there. And the only other thing on the face is it changed my eye to be silvery, which is a bit odd. It's like I have reflective eyes, but my eye is dark green colored. Whereas the one that it had in the cutscene, oh my, that's interesting. The one that it has in the cutscene is brighter than any of the options that I seem to be able to select here. I wonder if that's just due to the lighting in the cutscene. I'll put this on the shiniest silvery one I can. Now, let's see what happens if we change the scope. Now, and there was a green laser, and this is this left eye scope. Oh, that's another interesting thing. The cutscene laser, it does not look like this one. Yeah, that's a bigger object sticking out of your face than what I see in the cutscene. So in the cutscene is much more subtle. It's very similar to this implant in the shape of the part that actually touches your face, but it doesn't have this big cylindery thing here. It has this, like, attached to the metal base plate without this intermediary part in the middle. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Nope. These are the old options. The gigantic Borg tech thingies that I don't use because they're so gigantic. It is actually kind of amusing just how gigantic some of them are because they're gigantic. Anyways, though, definitely not what we're looking for. Although, this one is similar in size to the item we see in the cutscene, but it doesn't have the faceplate part on it. This is actually one of my personal favorites. Oh yeah, the eye patch actually works nicely with the new face shield thing. And yeah, that's it. The closest match I have to what I see in the cutscene is this lens left 2 with the green laser, but it's the one in the cutscene is smaller. It's not such a gigantic, bulky thing. Huh. So it would seemingly be using a costume part that doesn't actually exist. Interesting. Oh, that's another interesting thing. Huh. Okay, so head attach tech Borg facial shield. Alright, so let's see here. Red. Yeah, in the cutscene, this appears to be glowing. Although, the cutscene does have a whole bunch of weird reflective highlights, so maybe just like the reflective highlight making it look like it's glowing. Green part would also be bright silver. Oh yeah, also, in the cutscene, I have the infected skin complexion. Hang on a second. I do have the Borg infected Romulan skin complexion. What gives? Oh wait, no, that's the Borg infected Romulan head type. Oops, sorry. Here we are. That's the infected skin complexion. I well, it did put the black veins all in the same spots as I see in the cutscene, but it's not as dramatic looking. It's more subtle black vein. That's odd. Like, why would this effect be so much more subtle in the cutscene than here? I wonder, is it possible to find a version? No, none of the complexions have the ability to set color channels. Oh, that's a bummer. Hmm. Interesting. So this is actually reasonably close to how my face looks in the cutscene, anyways. The Borg cable sticking out of my arm's neck. No, can't really replicate that. And it's interesting because the fact that I'm using a non-standard color scheme for this because I had the idea of um making something that looks like a liberated Borg medical officer. Not that this character is actually medical; she's an engineer who has an assimilation spam build for ground. So but I just on a whim felt like making a Borg medical officer costume. But because of the fact that I did that, I have red cabling on this, and in the cutscene, the cabling is a standard black color, which really, really sticks out. It makes it easy to tell which cables do not belong there. Seriously, why can't we combine the two? Wow, that's a lot of costume categories options. Hmm. 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 Oh yeah, it's noteworthy that the new Control Borg version of Tasha was definitely wearing the 7-Night bodysuit. Oh well. Okay, so jacket tight doesn't have it. Let's try jacket loose just to see. I don't think there's any costume category that actually has the Borg exoskeletal thing in it, other than the Borg exoskeletal frame one. Oh yeah, that's another thing. The infected complexion still doesn't do anything but your head and neck. Oh, that's something I should try for the cutscene. Huh. Forcing it to play the cutscene on a character wearing a lot less. Hmm. Okay, that's something to do. Pretty sure it needs to be a uniform item, though. Ooh, got an idea. Don't want to mess up this costume. I actually like this outfit. Even though it's actually not a very complicated outfit, due to the severe costume limitations, it would be relatively easy to recreate it. But still. Anyways, switch characters. All right. Oh, wait. That's right. I wanted to look at the infected Borg outfit. Never mind. Back it. Maybe someday. Been waiting so long. Okay, drop that. And restart it from the beginning.
I come to you.
All right, I'm going to set that. Yeah, I know. This is a costume that bugged out a long time ago. It's supposed to be a swimwear thing, but the game forgot what costume category it's supposed to be, so it lets me wear this costume any place where you can wear a uniform. Using this as a test for how the horrible things that you can do to this cutscene. Well, it's unfair, but I'm totally going to do it.
Welcome to the Juret system, and it's yes.
Yeah.
I wonder, did the Iconians ever do what we're about to do?
Is it always 103.5?
There's a signal of the indeed it. Unfortunately, one factor, a single that I would like to skip.
Alrighty then.
Thank
yeah,
you for
the weird
coming.
demon is.
I know it was a strange request, but I wanted to say this in person. My recent encounters with the Borg have taken their toll, I'm afraid. Should we go into battle with Borg forces?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was expecting it to do.
I may not be a reliable ally. Therefore, I shall remain
It
here.
puts the Borg cables on your arms.
I realize the impact
and the
this could
infected
have on the
complexion
mission,
stops at the
and
base
I
of
hope
your neck,
you
like
understand.
always. Okay.
Admiral, the Etherian commander is requesting permission to beam aboard.
Permission granted.
Enough of this. I only wanted to see what it would do.
When you are ready.
Oh. That's hilarious, though. I wasn't sure exactly what it would do. Also, that happy smile that my character uses in that scene just looks creepy and wrong on liberated Borg Romulan. Almost like the smile is like a malicious grin rather than expression of genuine joy. You know what? A female Orion is another character that would be interesting to try that with, but I don't have a female Orion captain. Did they? Oh well. Yeah, no, it's giving me these things. I don't like these things. Okay, that took longer than I was expecting it to. And it's getting pretty late. Alrighty, well, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to see if I can find myself somebody to read. Oh hey, Stargate Wars is on. Alrighty, well, been nice having you guys watching, but it's time to go. So, say hi to Stargate Wars for me. See you guys later.